Hello, everybody. Happy Christmas Eve. Merry Christmas. How's everybody doing?
Hey, Merry Christmas Eve.
We can't believe it's Christmas Eve. We have literally, what is the countdown? It is 10:01. We literally have
Santa's
what?
coming.
Is that
Santa's
2 hours?
coming, yes.
Or
Less
an
than 2
hour and
hours.
58 minutes?
Santa's coming. I feel like the Christmas elf. Santa!
You're excited. Okay.
Look,
So
we got our Christmas going on. Christmas.
that's all I had.
That's all right. We got our Christmas going on. I got my Christmas colors going on. Christmas.
And that's all I had.
Christmas, Christmas time is here. Time for joy and time for tear.
Mm-hmm. So how's everybody doing? Everybody excited? I know the kids are. We had family up this past weekend. They went home on Monday.
Yes.
But we went to a family fun event, and we had fun. I tell you, this one little grandbaby, she's about to. It was about to be a different Christmas. It was about to be a different Christmas.
Listen, let me tell you, we were about to spend Christmas behind bars fooling with this one little grandbaby.
So, it's a big place where they got games, roller coasters, bumper cars, racing cars. And so in Atlanta, it's a place called,
The Fun Spot.
Formerly known as Dixieland.
Dixieland.
And then it's a place called Andretti's. This place is like both of those places mixed. And so because you had to be a certain age, so it was the parents and then their younger son, they all went to do that. So we had the other two grandbabies. And next thing I know, I see the other little grandbaby saying this loud to another group of people saying, "Hey, I'm looking for my family. Have you seen my family?" And I heard her, but then I was like, is she saying that? Who is she saying that to? And I turned around and seen where she was walking to, and I was like, no. I said, hey, get over here with your grandparents, because it was about to be some issues
And the
here.
thing is, they were looking at us like,
Like, did y'all just kidnap this kid? And I'm
she
like,
said, have you seen my family?
if she would have had a note like this, we would have been done. We would
Have
have
you
been
seen
done for
my
Christmas.
family? I'm like, oh Lord, we're about to spend 35 to 40 years behind bars. Oh God.
Yeah. So that was fun. Got a chance to hang out with family, and they came up
It
here.
was good.
It was
Good,
fun.
good,
We played
good.
basketball. What is it called? Skeet ball. Where you roll the ball and try to hit.
Bowling.
No, skeet ball where you try to take the ball and roll up the little rings to get 1,000 points and 2,000.
Bowling.
That is not bowling.
Who's bowling?
It's okay.
Bowling. Never heard of a skeet ball.
Anyway, we was playing that, and Money had one more ball, and I threw the ball, and it came rolling back down. And she just looked at me like,
He said, let me show you how to do this, girl. He rolled the ball and the ball rolled back down. She said,
yeah, it was crazy, but yeah, it was fun with all the grandkids and their parents
Yeah.
and stuff. It was good.
so babe, question.
Yes,
It's Christmas Eve tonight, right?
it's Christmas Eve.
Have you had fun so far?
From this weekend or just today?
Oh no, from our Christmas Eve shenanigans tonight.
Today, yes, it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool.
So, we have a tradition that we've had for years with myself and our children. Of course, we know we're a blended family. So for years, we have always on Christmas Eve played games with the grandkids, made gingerbread houses. We did that one year as well. We made gingerbread houses. We played the games. We did karaoke, which we still may have time to do that tonight. We did so tonight, we did the same thing. It was no different. We played a couple of games. I won, even in checkers.
You won checkers.
I won everything.
Yvette.
That's what I do. No. Mm-mm.
You won checkers.
No, that's what I do. I won.
You won checkers
I did.
by cheating.
No.
Okay. Put it in chat. If you know the rules of engagement for checkers. Now
No.
you tell me if I'm right or wrong.
You wrong. No
What?
need to wait for the chat.
No, no. I'm asking this question out here to people.
No
If
need to
you,
wait.
all right. I'm red. She black chips. If
Jack, it's beautiful.
if it's a place on the board where she has to jump me, she cannot just say I'm not jumping you and go
Yes,
move
I
another.
can. You can tell. Yes, I can.
You cannot.
Because you were going to jump me back. So, yes, I can.
No, you cannot.
Yes, I can do whatever I want to do with my own men.
All right. If you can jump me and you don't, you forfeit that move, so you lose a checker.
No, I don't. I just
I'm
jump in a
guaranteed.
different space.
If anybody listening and they put it in that chat, I'm guaranteed you
Then
gon'
they're wrong too. A group of wrong people. You
and
cannot
then
tell
also
me. You cannot tell me where to jump. And if I see a space to jump, just because you move there, and you want me to jump over your man, Chip, or whatever it is, so that you
But
could
you
jump on
have
my
to.
other one. No,
It's
I
the rules
don't.
of
If I have another space around it.
it's the rules of engagement of checkers. Like
No,
you
that's my
cannot go
rule.
against that.
That's my rule.
You just like your daughter. Y'all
So?
make up rules
So?
to games just to benefit y'all women.
And we win.
This is gonna be held to Christmas Eve 2025.
Okay.
After we do a month of rules for checkers, because she just don't believe she wrong.
Mhm. Checkers is like a game of Uno.
As my grandson
The
said,
rules change all
she
the time.
was.
I did not lose. I won.
Oh, you did not lose?
I did not lose.
Okay.
As my grandson would say, I was not a loser.
Okay.
I won.
Like I said, I won because we had what is that? Cool Whip with a peppermint in it.
Yeah, you won.
I won
You won.
fast,
Yeah.
0.2
Oh, yeah.
seconds.
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what other game we played? The marshmallow games.
Scooping the marshmallows. I won. So here was the so this is how the game was played. We had 2 plastic cups, and then we both had a red plate. We scattered the marshmallows around the table. We had to take the cups and place them on our hands as if they were gloves. And then we had to scoop the marshmallows into the plate. And of course, who won, baby?
Yeah, you won that.
Yeah. I won. Who
Yeah.
won?
You won that
Oh,
one.
okay. I won again.
Yeah.
But yeah. But it was fun. That's something, one thing I do. If anyone knows me, everybody that knows me know, I absolutely love Christmas. Christmas is my most favorite holiday ever of the year. And believe it or not, I celebrate them all. I don't care what it is. I celebrate what? I celebrate 4th of July. I celebrate. I mean, when I celebrate,
It's
when I
only
say
probably
I celebrate,
one holiday you don't celebrate.
which is what Halloween. I don't
Yeah.
celebrate Halloween. I don't do that. However, you know, I get dressed up throughout the entire year. I have chicken costumes all over. I have the Elastic Woman costume, so I don't need to celebrate Halloween. I get dressed up anyway all year long.
I'm just looking for her to celebrate or dress up as me little leprechaun. That's the only one I have not seen.
I'll do that. And get my pot of gold. Oh, you bloody leprechaun. Get my little pot of gold.
Did you say bloody? That's Russian.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
That's like,
Bloody leprechaun.
that's a little Russian
No, it's not.
or British.
No. Mate?
That's Australian.
Oh.
Come on, man.
It's going to all be the same.
No, it's not.
Whatever.
No, it's not.
I'm
They're
going
not.
to be a bloody leprechaun.
No, you can't mix those two.
Okay, well, whatever. Anyways, Christmas is my favorite out of everything that we celebrate. Of course, we don't celebrate it for the gifts and things such as that, the presents. We don't celebrate it because of Santa Claus, even though my grandbabies truly believe in Santa Claus, some of them, and the other ones will tell you they know mommy and daddy brings it. They'll tell you the tooth fairy is not real. Um, but
I mean, they know the theme of Santa, but
yeah,
they know why we celebrate it.
yeah, but they know that we celebrate Christmas because of the birth
Birth
of
of our
Christ,
Savior
and so
in the
that is
manger.
yes, and the Jesus Christ, little baby Jesus in the sweet little manger. And the wise men, all three of them came. And when they came to see the Lord, they brought to him frankincense and myrrh and gold.
Really?
Yes. One of the, one of the, yes. One of the wise men came to Jesus with
Mm-hmm.
gold draped around his neck.
Wow.
Yes, it did.
Um,
And they presented gifts to Jesus.
I'm glad you didn't do the Martin version because I thought
Yes,
that was
it
coming.
did. No,
Okay.
I'm not going to do it. It's in my heart, but I'm not going to do
Wow. So,
it.
getting back to Christmas Eve, it's the countdown pretty much to Christmas Eve. We're at 10:12, and I could think all the day. Like I could just go back to childhood, remembering Christmas. Like I couldn't sleep. Your parents tell you go to sleep, and you just in your room. It reminded me of being like the first day going back to school. That Sunday night, you got your new shoes, you got your new outfit, and you just can't go to sleep. Matter of fact, you up dressed before your parents tell you wake up, time to go. You ready?
Not
You
me.
got the all white kicks on. How many remember that?
Not me.
If you remember that, put something in the chat for me.
I didn't. I did not.
You didn't do that?
No.
You didn't get up early for the
No.
first day of school? You didn't want to go to school?
No.
Oh, you was one of them kids that be
No,
coming to
I
class just
didn't.
crying. I want to go with my mommy.
No. I just was not. No.
Okay.
That was not me. I wanted to wake up at the very last minute. Took my time to get dressed for school. And when I finally got there, then everything, once I walked in the building, then it was excitement.
Okay.
No, I liked my sleep when I was a little girl.
Yeah, but shout out to all our family, our kids, our family, grandkids. 10 and in February, January, February.
we're not
Which one?
speaking-
We need
we're not
to see which
speaking.
one because our son got to have somebody that's in his birthday month.
We don't. We need that baby to come because where we're going in January, we are going to Las Vegas in January. The baby needs to be here.
We're
the
technically
last
going
week.
February 1st
Well,
through the
well,
5th.
And so therefore the baby needs to come January 20th through January 29th sometime. And not a moment too soon. She needs to be here so I can cradle her, love her, hug her, and then when it's time to get on the airplane to go to Vegas, we can say peace.
Yeah. So
Yes.
we don't know if she's gonna be like towards the end of January or beginning of February.
Yeah.
Hopefully before we fly out.
Now, speaking of traditions,
Mhm.
I remember, they all have these sayings when it comes to Santa. I remember when I was little, I was told by one of our babysitters that if I did not go to bed, that Santa Claus was going to come and put salt and pepper in my eyes. Have you ever heard that before?
No, I've never heard that.
No. Okay, so I was out one day and one of my clients came and he came and he said, "Hey, you need to make sure that you go get rest real good and go to sleep because on Christmas Eve, if you don't go to bed, Santa Claus is going to put salt and pepper in your eyes."
That's
And I said, "Oh my God.
that must be
I
an up
have
north
not
thing.
heard that since I promise you about 6 or 7 years old." And when he said that, I was like, okay, I better go home and tell my grandbabies this too.
Salt and pepper.
Salt and pepper.
So Santa's gonna
So you didn't want your eyes to
pepper
be
spray you.
Yeah, no, salt and pepper.
Santa's coming to
You
Santa.
didn't want to. You didn't. The thing was to make sure that you were asleep before Santa gets there. Really, basically. Okay, so then this. When did you stop believing in Santa?
I want to say probably what age you go to kindergarten? 5. I was no. I'll say probably around first grade. First grade.
Okay.
Yeah, by that time I knew like it wasn't a Tooth Fairy, it wasn't a Santa Claus, it wasn't none of that stuff.
Well, we grew up poor. What did that pastor say? We grew up poor. We couldn't even afford the O and the R.
Exactly.
So we grew up poor. So my mother didn't dare tell us about Tooth Fairy because who was gonna be putting money up under the pillows?
I put in the chat,
Not
everybody.
my mama.
What's your favorite Christmas song?
Mm, what's yours? You don't know Soul Christmas.
I don't know a lot of soul Christmas stuff, but the only one that I hear most of the time that I like, the Trans-Siberian Orchestra, I believe. Madheim Steamroller. That's his name.
No.
Yeah, I like that song. They do what's the name of the song? Dun, 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 dun. Carol of Bells.
Mm.
Yeah, I love Carol of Bells. That's like one of my favorites. No, that's not it. No.
Merry, 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 merry Christmas, merry, 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 merry Christmas. Sweet and
Nope, that's not it. 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 Yeah, so mine is Carol of Bells.
You know mine.
You got a whole bunch of them.
I have a lot.
What's the one Santa Claus coming through the back door?
Oh yeah, Santa Claus. No, let me see. Which one is that? What is that?
Because you seen I Saw Mama Kissing Santa Claus.
And not that one. I know the one you're talking about. He said, Santa came down the chimney, 3:30. No.
It's a like you could tell it's like in the 60s or 70s type song, but you sing it.
I can't remember. It's I can't remember.
There's something about Santa Claus and you sing it all the time.
Yeah, it has something to. Yeah, I know which one you're talking about. I can't remember, but I guess mine would be Gee Whiz is Christmas.
Yeah, like she has a list of Christmas songs they all sing. Her and her oldest son, they both like know.
Candles burning low, lots of mistletoe, lots of snowy nights everywhere you go. Choir singing carol,
Yeah,
right
she sings all these
outside my
songs.
door. All these things and more.
Okay. You got the Pulp Fiction going on? Okay. So while we're talking about Christmas again, we said, what's your favorite Christmas song? Let's see. What was your best Christmas and what year?
I'm not going to say the year because I don't want everybody to know how much older I am for you. Duh. What I look like telling the year. Let me see. I was a wee little lad. Let me think. What was? I believe I will go with. Oh yeah, it was one year. I think it was the same year that Michael Jackson. When his hair got burnt.
So that was 80s.
Yeah, he.
Late 80s.
I remember that when Michael Jackson was coming out on the Pepsi commercial, he was walking down those stairs, and when he was walking down the stairs, he was doing whatever thing, and next thing you know, he started rolling, and this was actually live when it took place.
Mm-hmm.
He started rolling down the stairs because his hair caught fire, and my mother and, well, not my mother, but my sister and everybody was in the background laughing. And my mother knew that it was something real. But my sisters and brothers, they were all in the background laughing. And because I was in love with Michael Jackson. Oh my God. I was in love with Michael Jackson.
Yep.
I had Michael Jackson. Well, that's when he fell. Everybody was behind me cracking up. And I was sitting there like this. And I turned around. It's not funny.
Oh wow. Yeah, it was crazy.
But listen, that year, because I was so hurt, that year I for Christmas I got a Michael Jackson glove. I got a Michael Jackson's Beat It jacket. I
remember
received a
those.
Michael Jackson's poster. Baby, I had Michael Jackson socks. You could not tell me that I was not Michael Jackson's little sister.
I think it was a birthday a couple weeks ago. R.I.P. Mr. Mike. He like really changed
Oh!
music scene for a lot of people. It wouldn't be.
Did you used to do that?
It wouldn't be a Usher, wouldn't be a Chris Brown, because all these people that came out following Mike, they follow him. You could tell they studied him somehow. But yeah, shout out to Mike. Like
Yeah,
I mean,
shout out to
he
you,
had
too. You used to
he
do
had the
like
music
Michael
locked
Jackson,
down.
too. You used to do that.
Oh yeah, I used to do it.
You used to moonwalk.
You know, you got a
pop lock.
picture where
still
you.
pop lock, don't you?
Yeah, I still pop lock.
Yeah.
You got a picture where you kind of. I wish I could put it up, but you dressed like the king of pop. I was like, okay, Janet. Okay, I see you.
I could slap him.
It was at church too. I was like, oh, okay. A little Prince, a little Mike. Okay. Now we on
Get on my
YouTube.
nerves.
You
The
can't be
family's
violent.
So sorry.
Can't be violent. Yeah. So, shout out to Mike. But
Yeah, but that was it for me. So what was, because I got everything that year, I got everything that I wanted.
I think for me, I had a lot of great Christmas when it came to toys. It was only a couple that I didn't get what I want because of things, but it was a joke for my mom. I had put in a thing. I said when my younger brother was born, like he used to get all the Jordans and all the stuff like that, and I said when I was growing up, I didn't get Jordans. I got like
People like that.
I got
It was like-
hoops. All right, if you from Atlanta.
Whoa.
Do y'all remember these shoes called hoops that they sold at Family Dollar? Like my mom had,
Yeah, swoops.
she gave me the money. She's like, you better go up there to that store and get some shoes. So I was like, all right. So I went and got them. And I got on that school bus. I already knew.
Michael Jordan wasn't doing like this. He was doing like this.
I already knew what was about to happen. But because I was just like, all right, I'm going to rock them. They look like them, but that logo was not Jordan.
That logo was like this.
That logo was like Borton or whoever, was not Jordan. So I got on that school bus. And when I got on the school bus, you know how the door shut on the school bus? That metal, and it closed.
That's how those shoes was sounding when you stepped.
No. When I got on that bus and that door shut, like you heard kids talking, and then it got like silent. Like Martin was saying, silence. It got silent. And it was like a walk of shame because I always sit in the back with the cool kids. And I start walking. Hey, if they used them words, if the words was out back during those days, it would have been what is those moments? What are those moments? Because I sat down and one person started. They was like, hey, bro, what type of Jordans are those?
Those are Gordons.
And I played along. I said, they the new ones, man. Y'all ain't seen these. They just came out.
Gordons.
They just came out. And hey, boy, it was on and popping.
You leave your mom alone. She did the best she could.
When I got home, I took them shoes off and they went straight in the trash. Like I trashed them.
But she did buy you some Jordans. How old were you?
I think I was about 32. I think I got a picture of it. I think I was about 32 when she bought me my first pair of Jordans. Because I really didn't, even when I became an adult, I didn't spend money on Jordans.
But
I
that's
didn't.
all right then. Who else bought you the rest of your Jordans? You don't play no
No, somebody bought me a pair. it was like Doug or Muhammad had got me some.
No, who bought you some real Jordans?
That's what I'm talking about.
No, those things were not. I'm not. No, I'm talking about the classics.
It would have been you.
I was gonna say, if you don't give me my props, well,
No, I know it would have been you. I'm just saying,
I'm about to go buy you
our
some
friend
more
Doug
hoops.
did buy me like a gray and red pair. It was
I
black.
was about to go buy you some hoops for next Christmas.
Yeah, he had
Yeah.
bought me a pair of them. Don't buy me the hoops, boy.
Go buy you
Bring
some hoops.
childhood trauma.
Whoa.
Childhood trauma.
What did that little boy do?
But whatever your parents could afford for Christmas, it is what it is. You did what you had to do. I was fed. I'm alive. Had lights. Had water. Had food. Never, even if the house was lacking in certain things, your parents did a good job keeping that from you, unless like the lights went out. They can't keep that from you, or water get cut off. They can't keep that from you. See, like, we're going to your grandmama's house for about a couple of you turn 19 and you go to get your first apartment or whatever after school, and you
just know you got a lot of you got a lot of candles.
They get the social. No, they ask for your social. You put your social, and they was like, "Sir, there's a deposit for $200." You be like, "What deposit?" I'm like 18. Well, you got a pre-existing account.
You were 12.
Hey, put in the chat. Now, I guarantee, when it comes to this, I'm not sure what all cultures this span to.
Look now. Parents did what they had to do.
Did your parents use your information to keep the lights, gas, the water on? And when you got older, you found out it was a bill already in your name.
Well, the good thing about it, if it falls off your credit after 7 to 10 years.
Did you do one of your kids like that?
Look at this is live.
We're not going to answer. But I'm guaranteed every black family that went through that.
Growing up, get ready to go get a first house.
Boy,
like you had back in 1987.
Like, I'm only 17. I'm only 18. But yeah, it reminded me of the comedy episode Lavelle Crawford, where he said his mama took him to the grocery store, and he said, she said, "Don't you ask for nothing, don't you touch nothing. I'm going ahead to put a little something on the light bill." He said he found out at 12 that his name was already being used.
But the thing is, when I think about this time of year, I think about because we're talking about presents and
right,
things, gifts and material things. I think a lot of people fall into a state of depression during this time of year simply because they can't afford. They have to make choices. Either you pay the bill or you buy gifts.
Mm-hmm.
And for some people, it's the thing where they have children and the children lack the gifts and things because the bill comes first.
Yeah.
And, it leaves a parent to the place where it's like, okay, I can't even provide my kids gifts. But at the same time, I look at it like this. I think we have to look at the bigger picture. The true meaning of Christmas. What's the true meaning of Christmas? I mean, you may not be able to purchase a toy, but as a parent, you're providing. You're providing with the necessary things that they need, as far as lights, gas, water, roof over their head, being able to put food in their mouths and clothe them, not just one day, every day of the year. Christmas comes and Christmas goes, and the society we live in, that's it.
Most definitely.
After we go from November building all the way up to December the 25th and getting prepared for your children to wake up that morning to provide them and let them open up the gifts. Of course, you want to see the joy on their faces and things such as that. But at the same time, when it comes down to getting into a place of depression, then it's not about the gifts. The true thing, if we want to talk about gifts, is the gift of life. That's what we really have to remember, what we celebrate, the gift of life at the end of the day.
Most definitely.
Like I just thought about, and then during this time, people deal with depression. Like I had a client talk to me because they lost their mother, and this is his first year of
Without.
having Christmas without his mom. I mean, and he said that they were not going to celebrate because they didn't have her. But
Right,
then they
right.
had to realize, hey,
You still,
mom
you gotta
is
keep her
gone,
legacy going.
but mom is gone, but we're still here.
Right, right.
We still have life. We still have a reason to live. We still have to carry on whatever vision that mom left behind. And that's so many people. You have to remember that. You know, you may have lost loved ones, you may have lost close family members and close friends, but think of it like this. If that family member was here today, like this is the fourth year that my stepdad has been gone. And I know, what did he tell us? To continue to live on,
Yep.
even with your dad passing.
Yeah.
We all know that one thing that they said when they were alive, they said, we know you're going to cry, but life must go forward. And that's all year around. Life must move forward. We cannot get ourselves, especially around the holiday time, we can't get ourselves caught in a place of depression. And if you're dealing with something like that, it's okay to speak out and tell somebody, because you don't have to go through what you're dealing with by yourselves.
Right. There's definitely speak to that. It's crazy that Christmas is the most joyous time. It's the most financial spent time, but also it's the highest time.
Dealing with suicide,
Yeah,
depression,
all that stuff.
things such as that.
So definitely, if you're dealing with that, we're sending our love and prayers to you, that God
reach
covers
out.
you, and
Yeah.
then reach out to, they got several hotlines that you can, talk to somebody and get help through those. Don't, I think there's one thing, don't suffer in silence.
And
Don't suffer in silence.
exactly. And don't be afraid to speak up and say, "Hey, I'm going through. Hey, I'm depressed. I'm battling depression. I am dealing with I'm having a hard time." Some people. I just had an individual tell me that they didn't want to get out of the bed because they're having a hard time with depression. And the thing is, we may not be going through something like that, but we don't know what tomorrow may bring, or the upcoming year may bring for our own selves. So you have to make sure that you make yourselves available to someone else. If someone reaches out to you and say, "Hey, I need a friend. I need to talk to somebody," be okay to sit down and listen. Have a listening ear, because you never know whose life you may save just by making yourself available to someone else. Sometimes we can't be selfish around the holidays and think it's me, myself, and nobody else. No, this is a time where people are in need.
Most definitely. Most definitely. So if you need help, please reach out to someone. Like I said, I got several hotlines out there you can reach out to. Go to your local church. Go to, any place that, does therapy and stuff like that. But please don't suffer in silence and get help. But know that, we're sending our prayers, whoever you are. If you want to put it in chat, we're sending prayers out as well as if we need to pass information on who can help, whether it's somebody in Atlanta or somebody up in North Carolina area. So outside of that, we'll move to the next little segment before we get ready to get out of here. Is just pretty much,
My cup too. You see my
take this
fantastic
time
cup?
to really
Let's see.
get ready to celebrate Christmas, because it is a joyous moment, and not outside of the toys, outside of the gifts, just the birth of, for us, our Savior Jesus Christ. and he came that we may have life more abundantly. And so outside of that, we're going to close out this segment with just some nice Christmas music riding out. No, not us singing.
Hold
not
on.
us singing.
I was going to hit the Temptation. Hold on.
No. Yeah. Really, I'm going to turn you down.
In my mind.
No, we're not doing that today. Not doing that. Not doing that today. It's crickets.
I want you to be free.
It's crickets.
I want you to hear what I'm saying.
All right, we're going to take this out. Thank y'all so much for being online with us today. We love y'all.
I want to wish you
Have a very good Christmas, and we're going to end it out with Mrs. Mariah Carey. Have a nice one, everybody. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
We'll see you all shortly, or I guess when we do another video.
New Year, yeah.
New Year. Yeah, we're taking a break. New Year's. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas.